Let's test it out. Okay, we are back to be in the frequency, in the realm of social media. But there's a change, there's a twist. We are entering a thoughtful process of uploading on YouTube, on YouTube, where I, as this being, will be reflected through creation and also through silence, speaking, basically just through creation, because once we speak, we create thoughts, we create words, sentences, and we also create art in the form I like to create it, in the form I like to channel energy and to show y'all how you can be in the free flow of creativity where you do everything for self instead of putting pressure for the outcome, instead of performing for the outer world. Nothing has to do with the outside, and everything has to do with the inside. But nothing and everything goes together. One should become non dual about everything, but this time we flow and create a balance between non duality and duality. So, therefore, we will just be and show you what you can do to release, just to release and become peace, become abundance, become love, become free of freedom, entering the void in a state of wholeness, with silence, clarity, and all the above. All the above. So, as you can see right here, it is a stick, it is a wooden stick. Hold on. It is a wooden stick we found in nature. We bring it back to the house and we make something from it. So it is something you can hold in your hand instead of a phone, instead of a attachment from the materialistic world, but this is purely an attachment of nature, of Mother Earth, of our creation. And we put holes in it. Eventually, there will be crystals in it to bring a frequency of a specific energy the crystal has within, as it is a living stone, as this is also a living stick. And we burned it with a candle. We spoke positive affirmations into it. We create this with pure presence. We create this with pure presence, with gratitude and love that we are able to create and that we are able to give it a meaning, a thoughtful meaning, a uplifting meaning. It is something you hold with you to feel the power of holding something that holds power, as we are also able to let go. So now I'm putting a coat above it so the blackness of the burnt wood will be protected. And as we do that, we pay attention to how we go through our feelings, through our thoughts, through our blood or cells, or breathing the air. We are bringing awareness to everything that goes on within us, because we are able to do something that we truly want to do as we choose to do it, and therefore we should be grateful. Are you able to watch somebody create without saying anything? Is it possible for you to bring attention to just flow, invisible or visible? Because once you are in a state of flow, in a state of creation, you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to think about the outcome of how it will look, of how it will be. Because if you do that, you will think about something outside of you. You will think about creating something to pleasure somebody else instead of self. And maybe that does feel good to hit boxes of giving somebody else the joy. But is that truly something we should live with? For example, while I am doing this, where should I hold the stick? I, I should be able to hold it everywhere, but I want to be clean and I want to show y'all that I do this with precise movement instead of being dirty and touching everything. So that is something to think about for real, because it doesn't matter where I am touching this, because I know that is something I create for me, and maybe it happened to be somebody will exchange it for something else. So that can be everything. That can be an experience, that can be love, that can be their energy, that can be protection, that can be art, of words, of just being. There's so much besides the fact of exchanging something with money. And pay attention to how I speak with clarity and with mindfulness, because I don't think we should have negative thoughts about topics, about concepts in this world, but negative thoughts are created from it, because a lot of things hold power to to it. And Power can be misused, and it is misused by a lot of people, but that doesn't have to say anything about that concept, about a definition, about whatever. If we are surrendering ourselves to the fact that something is how it is without a definition, we can create our own definition towards it, and we can manifest our own light towards this concept that is created by something and somebody. So if I'm talking about money, I don't say that we pay for stuff, but we exchange our money. We don't give it out, we exchange it. Because if I buy something, I give my money and I get back something materialistic or something somebody gives through a massage or through therapy or through a lecture or through music, poetry. There are a lot of art forms you can exchange your money with. So the fact that you create something shouldn't have to do something with expectations of success in the way of money, success in the way of customers, of sales, how much you sell, how much people you attract with your service. So now we have done this, and we have to let it dry for a bit. So I can hold it. But I can also put it in here for now. And then I will make a second coat. As you can see here, I made some other energy ones. We just do it like this. I think this works. These are also energy ones, which I carved, also burnt, coated, and put crystals in, and also copper around it. And yeah, it brings a lot of joy. And as you can see, I put a white cotton rope around it. My hands are black, but this doesn't have to be white. It shows purity and it shows authenticity when it has something towards it which shows the pureness of me. And that is all what I want to give out to the world. Like everything we create should have like the potential to heal self in a way, to move towards being alive and to move towards being healthy. So it is all energetically created with a lot of abundance. I only can create things when I'm in a state of abundance, of feeling loved, of being loved by self. And if I know that I go always up and down, and if I know when I'm in a space which is lower than I would be or that I can be, I will not create or act up on a creation, because I know I will give different thoughts, I will give different energy towards these creations when I'm working with these hands. So if you believe also in that, you can always center yourself, go to meditation, go to nature, speak affirmations, read something which is positive for you to uplift self and create that space of clarity and release all this negative energy, maybe through activities by running, bicycling, or just go to the gym or walking. It is enough. And once you gain that positive frequency, once you feel that self-love coming up, you can go back into that creation if you are able to, if you have that space. But you can also wait a few days, because you shouldn't have to force anything. You shouldn't have to put pressure on self to constantly create, because the mind is here to have space and to just be and experience whatever it wants to experience in that moment, as it flows with pureness, as it flows like the wind in every direction it wants to go. So, yeah, I just wanted to speak that, and I just wanted to show y'all that I'm still here and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. We go through a lot. And with that being said, we have to show up for ourselves a lot with what feels right for ourselves. We have to prioritize ourselves. We have to choose ourselves. So what I started with saying that I'm getting back into this realm of social media, of the internet, I truly want to say that it is important to be aware of why you do something. Because back in the day, I was posting every day, but I was not posting for myself. I knew that what what I was doing, I loved that. But I also knew that I posted something, I left, and my mind and my thoughts were constantly thinking about who will see this, who will interact with this, what is going to happen with this when I post this. There was always this energy pulling me into that realm, and that was not helping me. It was not evolving me. It wouldn't let me heal in a way I should have healed. But I learned from it. I experienced it, and I was able to reflect on it, and I was able to choose myself to take a distance from it and to really detox from it all. So yeah, now we're here and we grow and grow, and it is not wrong to fall back, because you will always get up higher, because you go from here to here and then you fall back here, but you get higher here. It is always a little bit higher, and it doesn't go like stairs, it's always a spiral. But if you constantly are willing to evolve, there's nothing more beautiful than choosing self. There's nothing more beautiful than choosing this purified love that is within all of us. There's nothing more beautiful than seeing and observing our surroundings, but also ourselves, in how we act, in how we be. And there's nothing more beautiful than understanding that we are alive in this moment right now, and that we are chosen to be alive right now, and that we are chosen to heal ourselves and be a reflection to others so they can heal themselves by seeing who you are as a pure being, as a pure soul, as a pure human earthling. And we all deserve to be loved, and we all deserve to experience love in every way possible. And that all starts with understanding how to love self, in what truly love means for yourself. Because with every other topic, we decide what it means. But in the reality, we only can decide what it means for us instead of globally. instead of a society decides what this word means. Choose your definition of something with clarity. And I'm gonna keep it with that. There can be said a lot of other words, but silence is the most powerful language. To go internal. Thank you for willing to listen, for willing to observe, for willing to intertwine with this energy and opening up your own body, mind, and energy. Thank yourself. Feel yourself. Smile, as life ain't that serious at all. Feel the air of consciousness flowing through the whole body. Going through your blood, going through the organs, going through the muscles, going through the nervous system, going through the bones, going through the limbs, going and flowing as the cells in the body are glowing. As this experience will soon move towards another experience in your own reality. I want you to release whatever you have observed and observed, absorbed. You get what I mean? I want you to let it go. I want you to move forward and act into the present moment, towards the future, with whatever you feel within. You can decide whenever you come back through thoughts, to the things you've learned, or to things that you thought were curious, but try to experience how you can move from something so pure, how you can move from something that really speaks to you, that feeds you, how you can move forward from that without standing still. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Gratitude.